Namaskar. Today, in the continuation of the topic on the chapter 6 life processes, I'll tell you about human respiratory system. And in the end, we will discuss about the respiration in aquatic animals and fishes. So, the question arises, what is the respiratory system? It is a system which consists of group of organs and tissues which helps us to breathe. And which is the primary organ of the respiratory system? They are the lungs, which helps in the exchange of gases. Like in plants, stomata and lenticels, they help in exchange of gases. So in human beings, lungs are the primary organs which help in exchange of gases. And then there are other main parts of this system also, like a series of airways for air passages, blood vessels, muscles, so that they facilitate the breathing. Next is you can see in the slide diagram of human respiratory system. You can see at the top that the nasal cavity is there, means that the external nostrils are there from which we can inhale the oxygen and exhale out carbon dioxide. Inside the nasal cavity you can see the hair and mucus is there, so that they can trap the dirt or the dust. Then you can see the pharynx. It is the common passage for food as well as air to come inside. Then you can see the larynx, that is the voice box or the sound box. Then you can see trachea. Trachea, you can see that cartilaginous rings, C-shaped rings are also there, which you can see in the diagram. And why are these C-shaped rings or cartilaginous rings? So that it can prevent our windpipe. Trachea is called as windpipe, so that it does not collapse. Then you can see that this trachea, it is divided into two parts, that is bronchi in the lungs. Lungs are present in pair only. So these, at the end of these bronchioles, you can see balloon-like structures which are called as the alveoli. And after that you can see a sheet of muscle is present, that is called as diaphragm, and it helps in inhalation and exhalation. So this is all about the diagram of the human respiratory system. And now I'll tell you in detail about the respiratory tract. Now, respiration in humans is of two types, that is the external and internal respiration. External respiration, which involves the inhalation and exhalation of gases, simple. We can inhale the oxygen and exhale the carbon dioxide. And internal respiration, which involves the exchange of gases between blood vessels and the body cells. Now we will discuss about main respiratory tract. Respiratory tract, it is made up of the following parts. Number one is the external nostrils, so that we can inhale the air. Nasal chamber, where hair and mucus are present to filter the air and to remove the dust and dirt. Then again, pharynx is there. It is a passage and serves as the common passageway for both air and food. After pharynx, larynx is there, which is known as a sound box, as it helps in the generation of sound and thus helps in communicating. Epiglottis, the function of epiglottis is asked. It is a flap-like structure which covers the glottis, and what is its function? That it prevents the entry of food into the windpipe. After that, trachea is there. Trachea, that is called as windpipe. It passes through, it is a long tube and it passes through the mid-thoracic cavity. After that, I told you when I show you the diagram that this trachea, it divides into two, that is the bronchi and left and right bronchi, and these bronchi further divided into bronchioles. After that, we have alveoli. At the end of bronchioles, balloon-like structures known as alveoli are there, where exchange of gases takes place. Then that they filter the air. Then we have lungs, the main organ of respiration in humans, that we have a pair of lungs which are sac-like structure, and they are covered by a double layered membrane which is known as pleura, and it is called as pleural membrane. Okay. Next is the exchange of gases between, how does the exchange of gases they occurs between bloodstream and body tissues. It means na that the blood, it absorbs the oxygen also from the lungs, okay, and this blood, it carries the oxygen from the lungs around the body, and then it releases the oxygen where it reaches the blood capillaries. This oxygen is diffused through the capillary walls into the body tissues, and also in the same way as if the oxygen is inhaled, the carbon dioxide has to be exhaled. So the carbon dioxide also diffuses into the blood, and it will be carried from the body organs to the lungs for the release. Okay, from the lungs the oxygen will be carried into the body with the blood stream, and it reaches the capillaries and then to the body tissues, whereas the carbon dioxide, it will be carried from the body organs and the tissues to the lungs, and then it will be released out of our body through the nostrils. So this is the exchange of gases between bloodstream and body tissues. If they have been, if the air has reached to the lungs, then how it will be distributed in all other parts of the body, all other tissues and organs which are present in the body. Now the next topic is bache, that is respiration in fishes. That how do fishes breathe, or we can also say that how do aquatic organisms breathe. Bache, as you know that in the aquatic organisms, they take the oxygen which is dissolved in water. They all take the oxygen which is dissolved in water. So they have the respiration rate is quite lower as compared to human beings, as we are taking directly from the air that oxygen, whereas they are the aquatic organisms, they are not taking that oxygen directly from the air, they are taking from the water, that is the oxygen which is dissolved in the water. So if I talk about fishes, that they have the special or the specialized organs or the structures which helps it to inhale the oxygen dissolved in water. And what is that special organ or special structure called? That is called as the gills. Okay, so they also need oxygen to breathe, and they breathe the oxygen through the gills. Okay, they have the gill chambers and all, where from where they take the oxygen. If we talk about cockroach, they take the oxygen from the spiracles. Okay, and if we talk about earthworm, it takes the oxygen by the diffusion process through the skin. So this all is about the respiration process. I have given you the worksheet also, and please download that worksheet and do it in your notebooks or on any pages which you people have. Thank you.